Oops. Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Here it is. Hmm. Okay, there we go. All right, hey y'all. Okay. Hey, happy Friday. It's Friday. Hey y'all. Oh, your auntie passed? Oh, my condolences. Thank you for the gift. Hey y'all. Happy Friday. All right. You're welcome. All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozine. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hello, collective. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me today on this live read. You are truly appreciated and also supported. Once again, thank you so much for your immense support, your donations, the shares, the tips, the gifts, your commentary, your presence too. Thank you so much for being here. Before we get into this read here, don't forget to grab a copy of this book. It is called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It was created by me. This book is readily available for purchase on Amazon.com. Okay? If you would like to join us in the Wisdom Beyond the Wounds group, that is on Facebook. That group is a self-paced group where I dive deeper surrounding your shadows. It's a free group, okay? So when you join the group, you go through all the prompts that I put in there daily, and then you start to dive deeper within, the truth parts of yourself. Also, I do have the workshop as well too, which is also called Wisdom Beyond Wounds, and that workshop is going to start from March 8th to March 29th. All right, so if you are interested, it's a 4-week workshop. We get together every Sunday for 2 hours, and we dive even further and even deeper surrounding the contents in this book here. Okay, so again, thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. Let's get into this, okay? So let's get into this read. They don't want you to see their tension. Okay, channel message here is they don't want you to see their tension. So you might have realized or feel an actual energetic shift or change. You may not understand why. You might not be able to put into words, but you're just realizing that there's something that is really going on that is more so benefiting you in a positive way, of course. what is happening here, of course, that things are changing, your perception is changing, and because of the growth or the things that you are doing to grow yourself, you're starting to see immense fruits of your labor. So while you're going up, it's like a seesaw effect. While you're going up, they're going down, or like a scale. While you're going up, they're going down, but it's actually going to be balanced. Normally, when we see a scale of sorts, we have two scales on both sides. It's balanced in that way. But in this instance, it is this perspective here. It still is balanced because of all the things that they have done. So basically, all the negativity that they have pushed out, all the toxicity that they have pushed out and thrived in, it is now starting to weigh them down. So the more they're weighed down, the more you're going to elevate. And that's still an actual balance, okay? So again, channel message here is they don't want you to see the tension. And let's break this down. So unspoken tension, this is what's going on. They're fully aware that they have tension, but they don't want you to be aware. But you are aware that the tension is there, but it's still unspoken, okay? So unspoken tension is psychologically destabilizing for a narcissistic person for a reason, for this core reason here, because it removes their ability to control the emotional environment, okay? So narcissistic individuals depend on emotional climate control. Predictable reactions is what keep their authority intact. Silence becomes a mirror for them, but your lack of reaction reflects reality without distortion. Okay. Emotional neutrality communicates observation, not participation. When they cannot provoke, charm you, or redirect you in any way, shape, or form, their internal regulation begins to fracture. Okay. Control does not collapse loudly. It slips quietly when you stop performing. So here's the profound truth surrounding all of this here is that accurate perception without emotional performance is experienced as exposure. Let me repeat that. Accurate perception without emotional performance, meaning that you're just calm, you just chill, and you're allowing the person to just show you who they truly are, is experienced as exposure. So because you're in a calm space or in a calm state of things and you're just allowing things to just play out in the way it needs to be played out, the exposure is more grand or more vast, okay? So here's an example. Let's say at a family dinner, let's say a mother figure or just a family figure here is retelling a childhood narrative or story about you that more so paints you or depicts you in a certain way that you were always a problem child. But while they're doing that, they are positioning themselves as they were the one that was very patient with you, or they're the one that always had to kind of like redirect you, and that's not the case. So after they try to kind of put you in the center of being the butt of the joke, or push you in that black sheep position, normally everyone would tend to look towards you or look at you because they're expecting that same reaction based on what the narrative or what that person has stated about you. So you may say, you don't respond, or maybe you will respond. And they may say something, you may say something like, I don't remember it that way, or that's not true. And that's all you say. You don't give it anything else because you really don't have to. So after you just do that in a subtle way, it makes them look odd, and they start to kind of like, we'll say, squirm in their pants because they were expecting you to fight them in front of everyone to see, and you didn't. So because you didn't do that, you trusted your memory without requesting permission. You declined the role of the emotional child. You interrupted her authorship over your identity. The room felt the shift, but power relocated without a signal argument. So their nervous system registers the loss immediately. So they attempt to retrieve it or do something again. So they'll say something like, oh, you're still sensitive about what happened, but yet they're the one that's talking about it. So narcissistic fools will always bait you to put you in a compromising position, to put you in a very confrontational position. And then when you don't take the bait, they're going to try to retrieve the loss of the emotional output that they were looking for from you. And then they're going to try to spin the narrative onto you to make you feel like, Oh, so you're still sensitive about that? Oh, you're still this, you're still that, but you're not sensitive about it to begin with because they're the one that brought it up, if that makes sense. So the hook finds nothing. It can't bait you because you didn't take you weren't hooked to their bait. So the deepest shift in toxic systems occurs when you guys, which is considered the scapegoat, stops explaining and starts remembering out loud. Calm certainty quietly dissolves psychological ownership. So, because this person, this is more of a mother figure, father figure, we're speaking about family dynamics today, okay? And because this family dynamic no longer has control over you, the tension that they once thought they had under control is now up for everyone to see. So, we're going to break that down from that perspective today. So, again, the channel message here is they don't want you to see the tension, but because you're not entertaining them, the tension is coming out even more or is exposing itself even more, which is why they don't feel protected. So they only felt protected when you were the butt of the joke. And you're no one's butt of the joke. You're not going to be anyone's scapegoat. You're not going to be anyone's punching bag. And they're realizing it here. So they're trying to, again, retrieve, or they're trying to get back into a space or a state where you're going to take the brunt of all of the abuse or the vulnerabilities that they're trying to push onto you here, but it's not working. So we have the eel and then we have the creature's paw. I like to look at the creature's paw as something being taken away or yanked away. And they are shocked that you pulled back your energy or you took back your power. And it's very important to do that, especially when you are waking up. You want to call back your power, and then you want to call back your power before you go to bed, because on the day-to-day, you're dealing with a lot of different energies and different people, and you don't know who's who, if that makes sense. Like if you're on the phone, if you're texting, and whatever. Any type of form of communication that you're going to take part of is very important or imperative to ensure that you call back your energy in the morning before you wake up, or after you wake up, and then before you go to sleep, okay? So while you are taking back your energy, you're calling back your energy here, you're feeling that. And that's why they're shocked, because your energy was actually protecting them. By you not saying anything, by you just allowing things to be, while you more so kind of being the punching bag in that kind of way, this is why they felt protected at one point in time, but they don't anymore. And they're very shocked by the standards, your new standards or your new boundaries that you have created for yourself. They're really, really, really shocked that they can no longer penetrate through that, okay? Someone's name is Wendy, Winston, Wendell. Wendell, we have the spider here. So they're stuck in their tension. You were the one that was going to release their tension. They're the one that always give you the pressure, or they wanted you to build pressure based on what they projected on stated onto you. But when you didn't take the bait, or when you didn't give them what they were looking for, they were left with the pressure, and that pressure kept building and building and building and building to the point where now they're stuck in their pressure. Somebody's eating sausage, or hot sausage, or a kibasi, or a hot tamale. Take it how it resonates. I'm also hearing chips and dip. So again, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing on this Good Friday? It's Friday, y'all. How y'all doing today? All right, let's see. What else, boo? What else, Spirit? Talk to me. Tell me about the no protection. Let's dive deeper surrounding no protection. No protection. They were hiding behind you by projecting onto you. So they threw their stones and then hid their hand, if that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, man. They only had an identity when they were connected to you. Hey. Someone's name is Alan or Alfred. Alfred, Alford, Alfred, Alfred. Someone's making Alfredo. Someone's name is Angela. Someone's name is Katina, Catina, Katina. Carlston, Carlston, or Carlton. So take that how that resonates. A lot of names are coming up today. Emerson, Emerson, Emerson. Anywho, so with the identity is upright and wall is in reverse here. Since you've disconnected from these individuals, they thought that they would always be able to protect themselves underneath your, we'll say your protection or just who you are, but it's not working in that way here. So they're trying to figure out, or they're trying to adopt or adapt a new identity, but they cannot do it without you. Okay. This is why they feel so shocked by the turn of events or the current events here, because they're really, really struggling or they're suffering emotionally. They only were able to stabilize their emotional output when you were around, because again, you were considered their punching bag. So they were consistently yawn, projecting onto you. You would take that heat or you would take that projection. And it always made them feel good, or it made them feel protected because you weren't speaking up or you weren't saying anything, or whatever the reason being here. They just thought that your silence was very golden, but it was also very profitable for them. So the more that you were silent to them and for them, the more they felt very profitable, or the more they can take advantage of you, or the more that they benefited from your silence, if that makes sense. But yes, I understand why you were silent. I get it. I get it. They're looking at it from a different perspective, of course. You're looking at it from a different perspective, of course. Your silence, or you became silent because you were receiving information, or you were downloading data, or perceiving things in a way that you need to perceive it in order for you to understand and dissect why things were happening in the way that it was happening. For them, they thought your silence meant that you were afraid of them, or you would never stand up to them, or they look at your silence as a form of weakness, and it was not. Silence is actually very powerful, but yet again, when you're dealing with narcissistic fools, they're always going to try to flip the script or change a narrative into the way that they are seen as the leader in the connection between the two, in regards to, we'll say, authorship. So this person, this mother figure or father figure, take it how it resonates, so a family member here, truly wanted to have authority over your life, because they feel that it was the right thing to do, and that's not the case at all. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. If a person don't have authority over themselves, how in the hell they want to try to be authoritative over someone who has authority over themselves? That just doesn't make sense. This is you, this is them. Or I'll put you like this. This is you, this is them. Your back is against their face. And you would never be, you better listen to me because you need to, you're like, okay, whatever. And you better listen to me. And you just moving on, and you just moseying on, and they're taking that as a form, number one, of disrespect. And then number two, they're taking your silence as a form of weakness or scariness. So why are you walking away and you're not wanting to, you don't want to be a part of any, like, you don't want to intermingle or commingle yourself with nastiness or nice nastiness, or you don't want to be arguing and fighting with people. Because if you look at it, if you are consistently, yes, we all have 24 hours in a day, and if you are a person that is consistently arguing and fighting with a person a day, that shit is fucking draining, bruh. Who the got time for that? Every day you want me to argue and fight with you about the same goddamn thing every day, day in and day out? Nah, you're not going to waste my good time, my good energy, and just my good faith and all of that. I just don't have time for that. So I'm going to end that time, if that makes sense. And they felt very slighted or disrespected by you because you did so. So they tried to enhance the tension that they always had for you, and they try to push that onto you. Future is in reverse though. So they wanted you to consistently, for the rest of your life or the rest of your days while you're living on this thing called earth, they wanted you to live in complete misery. But they wanted to be the one that was consistently controlling the semantics of the narrative to ensure that you would never be able to get away from all of this foolishness. Fuck God, excuse me, excuse me. Hell nah. Fart out of here. Excuse me. This is why things are falling apart. So the wings represents funeral or the ending of something. And then we also have the boar. The boar is very aggressive. And because you ain't playing into their foolishness, they got, and I'm going to show you, and I'm your mother, and I'm your father, and I'm going to show you, and you're going to listen to me. And you're like, man, get the fuck out of here. They can't hear you, get the fart out of here. Oh, well. Unspoken tension is psychologically destabilizing for a narcissistic fool for one core reason. It removes their ability to control the the emotional environment. No emotions, no reaction. What is so hard about that? Let me pull from my money talk deck today. Tell me about this identity. Let's dive deeper. Identity surrounding this. Because a lot of this had to do with money too. Not just physical money. Money could be in form of your time. Money could be in form of your energy. Money can be in form of your actual patience. Okay, so not just physical money. All right, so let's see. The identity. What's going on with the identity surrounding this narcissist? The identity. It's the perfect example. It's like they wasted time, or they're always trying to find a currency or current or energy surge or wave from you. So if you're able to look at this picture here, someone is always trying to find some form of energy. Energy, again, can be a form of actual physical money, time, effort, energy. And they're always like, let's say this is sand, right? And money or coins are hidden amongst the sand. So they're constantly trying to sift through all of the sand here to see what they can pick up or what they can find or what they can discover. So this is more so you here. Just hear me out. From this perspective here, energetically, you are the coins, right? And let's just say from this perspective that your coins holds a lot of energy or holds a lot of time and holds a lot of patience, right? And they know this. So what they're trying to do here is that they're trying to scatter all of your coins, which is like your energy. They're trying to scatter you all over. And then when it comes time for them needing a big boost of energy or time or patience from you, they're going to put it all together to amass it. And then they're going to try to sift to see what they can get. Sometimes they may be able to get a little outburst from you. Sometimes they may be able to get a bigger outburst from you. You know what I mean? Not every encounter or interaction that you may have had with them from the past is always going to be the same. Sometimes you may yell back at them. Sometimes you may scream at them. Sometimes you may curse them out. Sometimes you may try to argue. You know what I mean? They're getting certain parts of you in different random parts. Yes, perfect example. They're digging for gold. And that's what they were trying to do with your energetic space or your energy here. They were always sifting or digging for the gold of you, but it's not working in this way here. So this is their true identity because they look at your energy as a form of you being like a cash cow or like they hit the jackpot when it came to you. Like your emotional outpour was gold, literally was gold to them. And that's why they treated you as such. They treated your existence as a form of a currency exchange, or more so like a financial outpour, but from a emotional standpoint. Hopefully that makes sense. Tell me about the wall. Okay, tell me about the wall. Yeah. And it was like, it came to a point where they felt like they can just print money from you energetically. Okay, what the collective doing? They ain't doing nothing. I haven't heard from them in a while. Well, let me just go and call them and start an argument with them. Well, let me go and try to get a rise out of them. Well, let me try to make them upset or make them angry. So it was like every time you gave them what they were looking for, it was like they were just printing out money and they were able to benefit off of that. And at the time when you weren't aware, there were no boundaries or no barriers from them from taking from you energetically. So they were able to successfully do that. But because you are now aware, your awareness is where it needs to be in regards to you dealing with these individuals. They can no longer take from you energetically. This is why the tension is rising or the tension is getting bigger for them and they don't know how to release it. All right, tell me about the creatures, Paul. They were like a thief in the night, literally and figuratively. Because if you look at it, your energy is so sacred, your energy is so surreal that they don't want you to be aware as to who you are, which is why I'm here to let you guys or guide you guys back to self, if that makes sense. So they come in like a thief in the night in the darkness, so that way you're not aware as to what they're trying to get from you. So if everything, hear me out from this perspective, if everything, when we're speaking in regards to energy, so if everything is pitch dark and you're not aware of your energy, meaning you don't have light to see who you truly are within, then they would have been able to be successful to continue to draw from you or to take from you, if that makes sense. But despite all that, there is light here. So something happened when a door opened or a portal opened here for you to finally see in the light that something was wrong in the dark or in the darkness of this person. So they could not take from you anymore. And this person here also has a crowbar, which is crazy because it was like they were trying to kind of like pry. And again, prying is more so like physically trying to get a reaction out of you. Collective, you ain't this, and collective, you ain't that, and you're supposed to take the bait. And you know that's not true, karmic. And stop talking about me. And why you keep doing all these things? And yeah. And it was like they kept trying to pry. It's like a box. They put you in this box, and this box is filled with nothing but greatness. That's what you are. And they wanted to keep you in this small box. And anytime they wanted to just take from the box, they'll pry it open, get a reaction out of you. And then once they were successful with the reaction that they got from you, they'll close you back in again until you're able to amass even more energy, praying, manifesting, working with your mantras, whatever other techniques that you may do, but you're connected to this higher power, higher source that is giving you continuous, unlimited amounts of copious amounts of energy. So you're always replenishing yourself. This goes back to this picture here. So because you're replenishing yourself and you're not fully aware as to why you're doing it or how you're doing it, but you just know that you're doing it, but they know why and how you're doing it, and they don't want you to be aware of how rare your energy is. That's why they try to contain you in a certain box, so that way they can continue to pry from you or take from you. And when they finish, they just put the box on top. You replenish again, and when they're ready to come back to get more energy or siphon from you, they do it again and again and again and again. But this time they can't do it. That's why they feel the tension and they don't want you to see. Because truly, this is how they feel, literally. They feel like they're on top of the world. They feel like they can conquer anything after they had an argument with you, after they fought with you. They love getting a rise out of you. They love it, they love it, they love it, they love it. And this is how they truly feel. They feel like that they're made of titanium steel. Like nothing can stop them. They feel like that they are stronger. They feel like that if they can do it to you, they can do it to anyone. But they can't. This is why they're stuck. Imagine this rubbish of a big thing of tin, right? This big machine, this big rusty, whatever you want to call this here, is stuck in the midst of webs. And they're trying to figure out how they can get themselves out of this web, and they can't. The only way they could is if you gave to them energetically, and you're not. That's why they're stuck. So because they're stuck, they don't have the energy to boot this up, to boot this false facade up, meaning them, because this is them. And you were pumping or pushing energy into their back. It's like you were giving them the battery to make them look and feel this way. Okay, perfect example. Remember Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams? Yeah, Robin Williams. That's one of my all-time favorite movie. And Robin Williams set on a trek or a quest to become an actual human. He was a robot at first. And as he was trekking through all the different types of like terrains and environments, there was a specific part in the movie where there were other robots that were also trying to become human too. But the thing about it is that those robots that wanted to turn into humans, they lost power or they lost source. This is just an example, and I want to just use that small little piece there. Look at it in that way, because they weren't able to power up from you, because they weren't able to insert quarters or insert energy into them, they fell apart. It became rusty. It became old. It became dilapidated. It became outdated. You know what I mean? You weren't there to upgrade them. You weren't there to re-energize them. You weren't there to put more energy or time or patience back into them. So their whole facade of them feeling very powerful or feeling stronger than you, it didn't work anymore. So everything fell apart. That's why they feel stuck in this maze or this web. But the web is more illusionary. It could be reality too, because reality is the truth. I'll put it this way: the reality of the truth, or the truth of the reality here, is that they cannot move forward without your energy, because you were the one that was pumping them up by the yelling and the screaming and the arguing and the confrontation and things of that nature. And again, because you're not giving it to them, they're now stuck. They can't come and steal and they can't take your energy anymore. That's why after all is said and done, after you finish arguing and fighting with this person, you feel tired as hell. You're like, God, you got to go take a nap. You probably got to, shower off that nasty energy. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep replenishing yourself, and you're not even understanding why this is happening here, because they're just taking from you freely. Hell nah. All right, tell me about this this eel, the shock. What's the shock of their life? And remember, this is from an energetic standpoint, okay? Okay. So we have a caged bird here. Whew, a caged bird. But if you look at the bird is very colorful. This is you. You are the bird from this perspective, right? You're very colorful. You're very dynamic. You're very versatile. You can do many things, whether it's cook, sing, dance, whatever. You have many opportunities to enhance self. Very colorful, very vibrant, very nurturing of life is who you are, right? And they knew this. Now they created this illusion state of this cage to keep you stuck. Now there is a slight opening within the cage door. You probably can't see it, but it's actually there. And it's also a scepter, we'll say like a wand, like a magic stick. It looks like here. This is a magic stick. This is what it looks like here. And that magic stick was actually inside of the cage, right? They weren't aware that, we'll put it this way, the scepter or this magic stick here was your exit for you to be released from this cage. They didn't understand that. How can I put that? I can see it, but I don't know how to explain it correctly. So give me a moment. I don't know how to put it into words. It'll come to me. Like I can picture it, but I don't know how to explain it. Let me pull another card and see what helps. Tell me about the caged bird and the shock of their life. Caged bird and the shock of their life. Oops. Ah, okay. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I got it. It happens. So we all look at worker bees as one of the most, I think they're one of the most diligent bees within the actual hive. And this is something that you already have or embody within self. So you are the honey to self. And you have certain parts or attributes to yourself that can resonate or correlate to you being a worker bee. Yes, dedication. So you're very dedicated to the honey or the sweetness of your life, right? And being so that this, we'll say this magic stick is inside this cage here, they didn't realize by them isolating you or putting you to yourself or by yourself here, it puts you, or more so probably forced you to be in a space to dedicate all of your time, your effort, and your energy to specifically you. So the more that you were able to garner and to generate and regenerate all of this energy here, it puts you in a position to where now you're able to completely plow through or destroy the cage that they wanted you to be encapsulated or stuck in. This is why they're so shocked. I got it. Thank you. Okay. That's why they're so shocked here. Because once you left the cage, you weren't coming back. And when they went back to retrieve you from the cage was completely open and there was nothing left, or you weren't there. There were nothing left for them to take from you. Okay, tell me about the future in reverse. Somebody could be listening to future. All right, somebody's playing Sims. So. I got some Sim players here. Yes, come on, Spirit, talk to me. They can't take from you anymore. You see how they just kind of shoveling and just taking all your energy and just shoveling and shoveling and shoveling and shoveling. But future was in reverse. They look at you as a money pit of energy. All they gotta do is to stick a straw in you. Think of your most favorite drink to drink in the world, whether it's water, juice, an alcohol beverage, however it resonates. Whatever your favorite drink in the world is, that's how they saw you. And all they need is just a straw and just a, dang, this is good. This makes me feel good. And they just kept sucking and sucking and sucking as much energy or currency that they could from you because they thought that you would never find out. Or they put you in a position where you were so completely encapsulated in their darkness that you would not be able to use your light to see what they were trying to do to you in the dark. And it failed. Big time. Yeah, they were literally building off of you. Energetically, they were. Damn. Some people were building off of you for years. I know that may trigger some of y'all, but that's okay. Triggers are good. That means that you have work to do, and that's what you're here for. You're here to continuously work on yourself to be the best version of yourself. That makes sense? So you were always a work in progress. And the reason why you progress, because every time you were trying to use your energy for yourself, your energy always got misplaced or displaced with someone or something else. So by the time, at whatever age that you are, 30, 40, 50, 60, or even 70s, probably 80s too, however it resonates, but whatever age that you could be or before, you probably were thinking, well, dang, where did time go? Or how did my life turn out in this way? You know, I don't really have anything to show for my time or my life, if that makes sense, because while you were always continuously trying to build in your life, They were taking off the back end. This is why you may feel that you are a continuous work in progress, because whatever it is, whatever you're trying to work on self, you weren't able to successfully do that beforehand. But now you're fully aware. Now you're fully aware as to what's what. Now energetically, you can do that now. So now you're no longer a work in progress. You're always going to be a work in progress, of course, but now you're going to be able to build at a faster speed, and you're also going to be able to protect yourself more. Hopefully that makes sense. And it's going to be aggressive, but in a good way. Okay? Aggressive to the point where, like, okay, now I understand what life is. Now I understand certain terms or certain codes or certain type of words in regards to how to maneuver through life, or I understand the way, connecting to God works, or connecting to spirit, or, ancestors, etc., etc. Like you're understanding the way your mind works. So you're understanding that if you do this, I'll receive this, cause and effect. So there's a lot of things that you have learned, but it also helped you to become the best version of yourself, despite you being a work in progress. Of course, there's nothing wrong with you being a work in progress, because the work in progress that you have been putting in yourself is making you to become even a bigger, better person within self. So this is why you are now able to build at a much faster speed, or more so a rapid speed, or torpedo speed, because you understand what you need to do. You understand how your energy works for you. Tell me about the wings. Somebody could listen to Maxwell, Pretty Wings. The wings. Tell me about the wings. Somebody could be eating wings. Now they're trying to fight you. It's the fight to the end of you. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. This is you in the middle. You are the strongest out of all of them. And there are two people on each side. It could be, again, a mother or father. It could be a family dynamic. It could be an ex-lover and their lover. However it resonates. But there are two people on each side that keep simultaneously trying to pull from you. So that way you can't spread your wings and fly away. So that way you can't remove yourself from the equation. So that way you're always stuck in the middle, and they're just constantly taking and taking and taking. So it's like they want to split you in half to take what they can from you. Oh, wow, I didn't even realize that. There are some ropes here. If you look closely, there are two people here. One has a rope on one end, one has a rope on the other end. If you can see that closely, I didn't even realize that. There's a rope on each side. But if you look at the background of the actual picture here is very abundant. All the grass, all the greenery is very abundant, which tells me here that instead of them trying to take and split you in half, or take as much as they can from you, they had all this abundance around them that they weren't even paying attention to. They were only paying attention to you because they only saw you as a form of a cash cow, or they saw you as someone that was energetically fit for their lifestyle or their needs. This is why you disconnected from them, because they was doing too damn much. I need to use these cards more often. I like these cards. Pretty wings. Yep, this is why they always try to make life hard for you. Look at this. They were literally trying to, these two people or four people, how many people's in this thing, child? There are two people here. So we'll put it this way. This is all of you, all of your energy, all of your greatness, all of your creativity, everything that makes you to become successful, whatever it is. And they're trying their hardest to push you in a direction to where they want to take from you. But if you look closely at the wheels of this whole, we'll say, barrage thing here, it can't move. It's in a square position. So you made it harder, or you were a square to them because you kept refusing to do what they told you to do. See, they're trying to get you, or they're trying to push you, figuratively speaking, and physically too. But they're trying to push you in a certain direction, but you won't budge. Look at the square wheels, if that makes sense. Oh, they won't move. They won't do what I told them to do. Why they won't listen to me? Oh my God, they're so stubborn. They're hurt. That makes sense. This is you. This is the embodiment of you. This is all of your greatness here. It's filled with great things. And they're trying to tug and pull and push you in a certain way. And the more people that they have trying to push you in a certain way, it's not working. So the tension. Y'all excuse me. So it goes back to this picture here. They're trying their hardest to tug and pull from you, and they can't do it. Look, a bear is pretty strong. I've never been face to face with a bear, and I damn sure won't. Okay, if I see a bear, I'm gonna watch that from afar. Okay, I know my limits. All right now, yeah, I know my limits. But I say all that to say, they didn't even realize your strength, how strong you were. That's their perception as to how they thought of you. They were so wanted to be so up close and personal with you that they didn't realize that the moment that you awakened or woke up, that all you had to do was just take your arm and just go like that and literally just rip everything to shreds. They thought that they were much stronger than you, 2 against 1, if that makes sense. That's why they had the rope around this bear's hand, but the bear wasn't fully awakened yet, or wasn't aware yet. You gonna come to my side? No, you gonna come to my side? No, you gonna do? And you're like, So when you finally awaken, you literally just yanked it. Like, you shit. X-Men. Maybe you were watching X-Men. Maybe you watch Magneto and all that. Take it how it resonates. But yes, 2 against 1 doesn't always mean stronger. No, 2 against 1 does not always mean stronger. You're by yourself, and they need 2 or more people to come up against you to subdue you or to make you submit to them. And it ain't working, man. Them now, their head is in the sand. Again, I don't know if this is a true thing. I don't know if ostrich do this. I'm just going by the picture here. But now they're trying to put their head in the sand, or bury their head in the sand, because they're embarrassed that they could not subdue you. They're the one that put this type of wheel, or these square wheels, onto you. They did not want you to budge. Literally and figuratively, hear me well. Literally and figuratively, they're the one that installed these square wheels onto the embodiment of you. They did not want you to budge. They did not want you to move. So when it came time for them to try to move you, you wouldn't move. Does that make sense? So they had you in a position where they so-called wanted you. And when it came time for them to, all right, let's get ready to pull. Oh, I can't pull this. Dang, we got all this person greatness here and they won't budge. It's heavy. I need more help. So now they're calling in more manpower. They're the one that created the narrative so-called for you. That's why some things are considered a blessing in disguise. Does that make sense? You are uniquely and rarely a blessing in disguise. It was set up in a way for you to finally see you, to see the purpose, to see the beauty, to see the handsomeness, to see the great qualities, to see the rarity in you, collective. Does that make sense? So again, I understand. I 100% understand why you may feel slowed down, why you may feel people coming after you and things of that nature. But again, if you are one that can see outside of the perception that people try to place you in, you're going to be way ahead of them. But they can't see that. Why they can't see that? Because they're here. You're not. You're out here. You're out here. They're here. That's it. Small little box. They mad at you for them putting this wheel on your greatness. Okay, time to go. All right, yep. We got them stuck. Yep. Uh-huh. And they ain't going nowhere. And while all they're doing all this, stopping you in your tracks, so they thought, you working the inner parts of you. That's what you're doing. You're working the inner parts of you. So when it came time for you to move forward, it shocked the f out of them. It's like Michael Jackson, Leave Me Alone. At the end, he was, the end of the video, he was laying down on his back, and I think they tried to make an amusement out of him, or try to get a rise out of him, or try to make him into a show, right? And when his hands start moving like that, I think it was like a monkey or a coyote or something, and it kept going like this with that thing, and it was trying to hit, like basically trying to stop him from moving forward. But all he had to do was just awake. And when his hands went like this, the thing that was doing that thing, it stopped, because it's like, wait, what the fuck is that? Because they thought, and from that perspective, of course, they thought that Michael wasn't alive, or they thought that Michael wouldn't do anything or say anything. And all he did was stood up. What happened when he stood up? Everything came tumbling, crashing down. Everything came tumbling, crashing down. So now they're like, oops, oh shit. Oh my God, now they see me. Yeah, Heifer, why we ain't you? Yeah, Heifer, yeah, we gonna always see them. If that makes sense. I love Michael Jackson. I truly do. I feel like his artwork, his artistry is just something that just can never be forgotten. It's so many different depictions and so many different stories and so many different signs within his work. And I feel like his work is so timeless. And I strongly feel that particular Leave Me Alone video is a perfect example of this. It's very timeless. But that's what's happening here. They try to create something for you by stopping you. They stopped you. But while they stopped you, you working hard while you're stopped. And that was courtesy of your team. Believe it or not, your spirit team, God, Spirit, Universe, Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, however you guys do your thing. Your spirit team is like, okay, I'm going to hold you right here for a moment, but I need for you to work on this. And while they keep trying to get close to you in the darkness here, the light started to shine within. Because if you're in a space, let's say you're in a dark, dark, dark space in the country or in a highway, just an example, with no lights at all, and you completely come to a stop or a halt because you don't have any gas. Well, now you need to figure out where you're going to get light to figure out what is going on while you're in the midst of this, we'll say, small stagnancy or stillness for a moment of time. That stillness is a blessing in disguise, because it gets you to stop to think and be like, you know what? Okay, something's wrong with the car. Let me figure out what's going on. The car is you. You are the vehicle, and you're on the highway, meaning your physical attributes, who you are. You are the car, and you went on the highway without not checking your gears or whatever. Just an example. And you're in the middle of the highway with no street lights on, and everything is just completely pitch black. You're like, oh shit, all right, I stopped. All right, brakes are good, engine is good. Let me think about this. In the moment that you think, it turns on a aha, like a light bulb moment, like a light switch turns on. Yes, perfect example. Alfred states on YouTube, engine check of self. Perfect example. Yes, yes, yes. So you are consistently checking the engine light of self. And when they do come on, it is a big opportunity, or it is giving you the opportunity to fix what needs to be fixed. And you did. That's why they can't get their head out the sand. That's why they can't get their head out the sand. That's why they shock. Again, if they would have placed actual circle wheels onto you, they thought you would have gotten away. They did. They thought you would have just got up and left or rolled away whenever you were ready. And you still did on square wheels. That's the most amazing part of it. You did things that people can't imagine you doing. This is a physical, perfect physical depiction of you still being able to move forward with square wheels. They couldn't push you, but you pushed yourself. And they are amazed by you. They're like, what the fuck is that? What the hell? We put square wheels in the collector. How the hell they get out of square? What the hell? What the hell is that? And this is how they're thinking. So it's creating more tensions and more tension and more tension. And they don't know how to release that. That's why they're here. This is why they're here. I laugh so much I'm sweating. But does that make sense though? Yeah, now you are. See them heifers. Look at that. Look at that heifer. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Look. Now the mask is starting to flip up because they're getting angry. So when someone is coming to you with a mask on, the mask is always going to be in the sheeple-like state. Unknown. They come off as naive. They come off as if they don't want you to know who they truly are. So they have to play dumb. This is what they think. But are they truly playing dumb? That's the question. Are they truly playing dumb or are they really dumb? That's another time. But they're coming towards you as a wolf. And they know that they're a wolf. But they're putting on this sheep-like outfit here. And all sheeps, when you think of an actual sheep, it's calm, it's domesticated, it's sweet, bad. You know, I want to hold the lamb, I want to touch the sheep. You know, it's so cuddly and cute, right? That's how they're edging and coming up towards you here, right? But something happens where the tension builds. And because the tension builds so much and much more and much more and much more, that the actual, let's say, costume of the sheep that they were supposedly embodying, it falls apart because the aggravation, the anger, they're upset at you, they probably yelling at, you never. So it's going to eventually knock off. It's going to eventually knock off the sheep mask that they thought that they could show to you. Even look closely here. This is the person's anger. They angry as hell. And all that tension is building up. We have the moon here. So the moon is exposing their emotions. The moon represents emotions. It do. The moon represents the emotion. Their emotions are being revealed. And because they're exhibiting their emotions, now the sheep is no longer there. Because they rattle it. They're, all right, I can't believe you won't listen to me. So you're like, oh, so this heifer really is okay. So that heifer really is a wolf, not a sheep. Does that make sense? They don't want you to see the tension, but they do things to put themselves in a position for you to see the tension. I like that. Cheyenne Jackson states on YouTube, lunatics. I like that. I like that. L-U-N-A, lunatics. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. So it's becoming a statement, or it's becoming, we'll say, oh God, what's the newspapers, child? Like New York Times. New York Times is one of a well-known newspaper of the world. Everyone from every country may have read at some point in time the New York Times. And this is how they're perceiving you now. It's like, read all about it, or like an investment, so people are seeing how much time, effort, and energy that you are now investing into yourself, and it's becoming a bigger problem to them because everyone is seeing the investment that you place into yourself. Yes, I don't know if you remember back in like I guess 70s, 80s, and even 90s, when we didn't have computers. Computers weren't really where it is now. And we had our newspapers. When we're looking for a job, we had to literally sit down and we had to have our pencil or our pen or our marker. We had to circle. If y'all remember that, we had to actually do the manual work and trying to find a job or to find a home or to find an apartment or whatever. We had to sit down and manually circle, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. So them trying to circle parts of you to take from you, they can't do that anymore. You're not an investment to them anymore because you finally awaken to realize that they were always a wolf in sheep's clothing. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Centipede! Oh, man. Uh-huh. Yes. So now they have to choose between, we'll say, they have to choose between, so it's digital and physical. Digital and physical. I'll put digital as a form of spiritual, okay? So they have to choose. If you look closely, there is a woman here and there is a scale in between. We're going to look at digital or the computer as a form of spiritual, okay? So they have to choose between the spiritual world and more so maybe the physical world, or they're trying to balance out the two, but they don't know how to balance out the two because they don't know anything about spirituality. Spirituality is the enlightenment of self. That's truly what it is. But a lot of people are not at that stage of awareness to understand that. So the more aware you are of your spiritual self, or the spirit of self, the more enlightened you become, if that makes sense. So with that being said here, they're having a very hard time surrounding the digital / spiritual aspects of self because they're always searching, or they're always typing in things, and they're always looking and researching, and they can't find anything. So it puts them in a position here where they only feel like the only option that they have left is to do things more physical. But the physicalities that they're trying to manifest into their world is by taking from you or an individual like you. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. And everything here is more so, it's like business coded, because one side of her is like regular clothes, like regular chill clothes, and then the opposite side is more so like business, and they consider you or saw you or perceived you as such. They saw you as a business opportunity energetically to capitalize off of you. Yes, talk to me, spirit. See? Yeah, they felt magnetized to you, or they felt like your energy drew them into you. So yeah, it's like you are the north magnet and they're the south magnet, north node, south node. And they thought that they could put their south node and your north node together, and you guys would be like a connection, or you guys would connect. And not in this instance here. No. That's why they felt that they can just take as much as they can from you. Because if you look at this woman here, she literally just dropping the funds in her pocket. It's like, okay, into my pocket. And this is how they thought of you. They thought that they can just take from you and it would just fall right into their pocket, or it would fall right into the ease of their lap, if that makes sense. And hell nah, don't let nobody do that to y'all. Hell nah. Don't let nobody do that to y'all, okay? But y'all learning, okay? Y'all gonna learn. Or you have learned, so take how it resonates. Yeah, this is why they were so wasteful. Anytime they got anything from you, have you realized the individuals that you may have helped or assisted along your path or along your life, they wasted the risk, they wasted the resources. Let's say, for instance, somebody try to give, ask you, hey, collective, I'm short on my rent. I'm like $200 short. And they come and they ask you for $200 and you give it to them in good graces. And they take the $200, but they don't give it back. They don't reciprocate it back. They don't work for it. Like, they don't give you any type of signs that they're going to pay it back, if that makes sense. They're very wasteful. They're entitled and they're wasteful. And most or all narcissists are just so. And that's how they look at you, like a toilet. Whenever they're ready, they just come to you, flush it down. Oh, I don't need this. Okay, I'm going to get more. Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah. The collector always going to give me more. Hell nah. Don't let nobody flush your energy down the drain. Hell nah. Hell nah. That's why you clipped it. You clipped them or you clipped the wings. It's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. You clipped them and you let them go. You held on to that wing. See, this is their head, probably. And you was like, nah, this person too goddamn wasteful. You gotta go. So you clip the wings, and where this person's hand is, which we'll say is the narcissist, you clipped it and you flew away. And they were not expecting that. Hey, Sun Princess. They were not. Sucks to be them. So now they're trying to cope with medicine or whatever pharmaceutical something here because they're tied to the tension that they thought they hid well. When you release them, you release their tension by bringing it to the forefront or surfacing it up to the top. That's what you did. Great job, collective. I'm going to keep saying it. They're going to put some respect on your goddamn name. You're not the 2 or the 3. You're going to always be the 1. Period. They're going to put some respect on your name. They're very tied into the pharmaceuticals because there's a chain here. They're chained to their pain. They are. They are chained to their pain. And here's their mind here. This is the mind. Okay? They're in deep psychosis, or they're walking into deep psychosis. Look, they were fine when they were behind you. They were fine when they were able to successfully take from you. But since you're not there anymore to guide them out of harm's way, they were harmed. They were their own harm in their own way. You got out of harm's way. They were harmful to you. So you got out of harm's way. And because you successfully got out of their harm, which is their way is harmful, and you got out the way, now they are successfully going into the psychosis that was always awaiting them. Checkmate? No. Now they feel empty inside. Of course. They don't have the nourishment. They don't have the abundance energetically to take from you. You're not nourishing them. You're not feeding them. You're not giving to them. So with this and this, bad combination. It is such a bad combination, baby. It sure is. I'm telling you. They don't want you to see the tension, but they're doing things for you to see the tension. They don't make sense. And I'm going to keep saying it. They don't make sense. Oh, I don't want people to know that I'm a mean person, but then proceeds to do mean things. I don't want anybody to know I'm a liar, but then proceed to do things that's going to get them caught in a lie. I don't want people to know I'm jealous, but then proceeds to have an episode where something triggers them so profoundly, and you see their jealousy. Am I missing something here? Am I? The things they don't want to be shown, they're showing it. When it's our fault. God damn it. Baby, I cannot. Accurate perception without emotional performance. You don't have any emotional performance at all. You don't give a damn. You indifferent, as you should be. So without the emotional performance, you accurately perceive it exactly. You pinpoint it. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, You're not angry, you're not sad, you're not upset, you're not anything. You just calm and just chill. And here comes the message. Ding, here comes God. Ding, here comes the universe. Ding, ding, here comes Jesus. Ding, ding, ding. Ah, dang, that make a lot of sense. Oh my God, for real, that's it. And then you get then you get your response, then you get your answer, then you get your messages, then you get your sign in regards to whatever it is that you need to get your sign about. Accurate perception without emotional performance is experienced as exposure. No response equals exposure, and that could be spun in many different ways. So since they didn't get a response from you, they exposed themselves. I'm going to show you. And they did. You didn't give them any response, and they told you they going to show you that they can beat you. They showed you some things, all right? They showed you that they were truly the harm in their own way. And they destroyed themselves by proving to you, and not only you, to other people, that they could beat you. And they beat it themselves. They proved themselves wrong. What y'all having for lunch? I swear to God. Yeah, they thought that they can always water their brain with foolishness. Okay, whatever. Whatever. This is what they thought. Well, let me just put some water on my brain. Yeah, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to beat the collective, and I'm going to show the collective, and the collective would never see me. Right. This is a brain on steroids. Y'all remember that Dare commercial back in the 90s, 80s or 90s or so? When they cracked the egg, I think it was the Dare commercial, when they cracked the egg and they said, this is your mind on crack. Remember that? I think it was the Dare commercial. It had an actual egg. They cracked it, and the egg yolk came out, or the egg came out. It was like, this is your mind on. Yeah. That's what it's given for these heifers here, okay? This is what it's given. They're on a hamster wheel of life. They are. God damn it. That's them heifer. Look at that heifer. Look at the heifer just going all round and round and round. Remember Double Dare, the game show Double Dare with Mark Summers? They had a specific obstacle where the children or the parent had to work together to work on that hamster wheel thing. And when the child would do it or the teenager would do it, it was really hard for them to push it. And I mean, these are great analogies, but for you to understand that they thought that they were bigger and they thought that they were smarter than you, and they weren't. They thought they had all the time in the world, literally and figuratively. And there are many clocks and there are many times here, and they literally thought that they had all of the time or most of the time or a lot of time to destroy you. And all the time that they had was truly to destroy themselves, because they're the one that's on the hamster wheel, not you. You're not on this hamster wheel. You're not. Yes, this is delusion 4.0, 5.0, hell, 10.0. This is delusion on steroids. You're like, and I'm going to get the collective, and I'm going to, and this is all they're doing in a circle, in a toxic loop of a circle, literally, figuratively. Carver states on YouTube, waste of time, literally. That's literally what they are. They're literally wasting their time, literally, figuratively, metaphorically speaking. And they look crazy doing Ebola states on YouTube. Yes, they do. Even a hamster get off the wheel at some point in time. If you ever had a hamster or a gerbil or one of those small little animals before, and you put the hamster wheel in its habitat, even the goddamn hamster take a time off or chill out, or you know what I mean? They slow down for a bit. I have never seen, and I had a hamster before. I have never seen a hamster on a wheel 24/7. It's gonna go in there for give it maybe 2 minutes tops, maybe. Then it get off, then it drank some water, then it rests itself. If that makes sense. What's wrong with him? Look. Now they're all cluttered and disheveled because hamsters make a mess. They do. Those type of little pets, they are very messy. You know, if you got newspaper down, they may chip up the newspaper. They may eat at the newspaper. They may use their legs or their hind legs and start to claw at it. And, you know, hamsters do a lot of shit, okay? They sure do in their little habitat. Look, this is like them after they got off the hamster wheel or after they stopped this hamster wheel in their mind. They're realizing the chaos that they made around them. And look, and they literally sitting in it. They're literally sitting in their hamster wheel of mess. Man, get out of here, man. They can beat us. This look like somebody that can beat you? No, for real. Huh? Collective? Come on, man. This look like somebody that can beat you? Man, I don't want to hear no more talking about so, oh, I don't want to hear it. You are powerful. I show y'all that every day. That's why I keep asking you, do you know your power? Do you? Do you know your power? I'm going to keep asking until y'all say yes. Each one of y'all that watch me here, eventually the answer should be yes. Do you know your power? Okay. Because this is a mess, literally and figuratively. This is a mess. Come on now. Which they're fighting you for. They're fighting you for your energy, for your power, only to make a mess, literally and figuratively, of themselves. They're fighting you for what's yours. And they're truly, literally making a mess out of themselves. Look at the mess that they created that they can't even clean up. And that's where you're supposed to come in? No, you're not a trash truck driver. You're not a sanitation worker in this point of view. You're not here to collect anyone's trash for free. No, even sanitation workers get paid, boo. I'm just saying. Stop picking up people's trash for free. Walk over it. That ain't yours. Stop picking up people's baggage. It's not yours. Okay? All right now. Shoot. That ain't yours. What's going on with you? Shoot. Yeah, They can't handle. They can't handle the tumultuous storms within themselves, but yet they refuse to get off the hamster wheel. Make it make sense. I want to get you, collect. I'm going to get you, and they're creating this storm, this whirlwind in their mind. In the storm. That they can't get out of. So first thing is in their mind, I'm going to get you and I'm going to get you. They got all the time in the world thinking they're going to get you and they're not. Then they're creating this mental storm in their head. I'm going to get you and I'm going to get you and I'm going to get you. And now they're leading into the path of the harm that they created for themselves. Make it make sense. And then when everything's said and done, they're a tornado of themselves. They end up here. Whoa, what happened? Dang, how I end up here? Oh my God, my life is so messy. Oh man, I make it make sense. You fighting someone that's on a hamster wheel? Come on. Come on, man. Fighting someone on a hamster wheel? Even Spirit funny. Oh man. Oh, I'm in tears. Oh man. Oh. Oh my God, I can't. They are so funny. I don't care what nobody say. Narcissistic people are funny as hell. Cause when you break it down, you like, you really did that shit, bro? Like, you really did that? Well, yeah, I did it because I'm gonna beat the collective. Okay, come beat us then, heifer. Come on, heifer. Come beat us then. And they just going round and round, like Tevin Campbell sang, round and round, we go round and round and round. Remember that song? Oh, man. Going round and round, trying to figure out how they're going to destroy you. Don't even realize that they're creating a mental storm within their head. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Baby, baby, you are a powerhouse. That's you. You could be Pluto energy. Okay, Pluto is Scorpio energy. Take it out present. You could be a Scorpio. You could be dealing with one. But baby, you a powerhouse. You sure are. Shoot. A source of influence and inspiration. You are an inspiration to yourself. Pluto is one of them. Yes, Pluto is out of reach. Pluto is one of them outer planets. But it's a planet a lot of people don't pay attention to. Pluto is deep when it's ready. Okay? Oh, man. This is my deck of cards that I've created, my own deck. They got me in tears. And I'm talking about the narcissist people. Again, when you just break it down and you look at it, it's like, this is really silly because it truly is. In your authentic, a powerhouse, an authentic powerhouse. Thank you. You are an authentic powerhouse. Authentic powerhouse, baby. That's natural. That's natural. My God. I'm going to post it on my website. I didn't post it yet. I want to take pictures and all that so you can see what you're getting. So when I do that, then I'll start promoting these cards. I just haven't gotten around to it. Oh, man. Quality of being true to self or entitled to acceptance as true or correct. Sometimes you got to slow down to see the greater things in life. And the greater thing in life when you settle down or when you slow down is realizing that, baby, when you poured all that love into you, that you can soar to unlimited possibilities. When you slow down, You're like, I can do this. Yes, you can do this. You soar to heights, or soon to. You like, wow, I'm doing this. Yes, boo. Stop questioning yourself. What's wrong with you, Galactive? Stop questioning yourself. Yes, you can. Stop it. Yeah, you can. If you authentic and you're a powerhouse at that, yes, you can. Stop saying you can't. You can. Okay? Shoot. You sure can. Because you sacred. Stop playing. Put some respect on your name. Okay? Shoot. It could be Mercury sign. Whatever your Mercury sign is in. Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, whatever, however. Weird, but this is a good thing. So it says weird means to having power to control fate, chance, fortune, or destiny. And these are etymologies that I use for this deck. So yeah, you're weird, but ain't nothing wrong with it. Look up the etymology of the word weird. And you'll see it. There's nothing wrong with your weirdness. Weirdness means to having power to control fate, chance, fortune, or destiny. And that's what's being revealed by the moon sign. Strong Cancer. I think Gemini rules Mercury. Oops. Yeah, you are in alignment to collaborate with God, Spirit, Jesus, Universe, Krishna, Buddha, however way you guys do your thing. But you are aligned to collaborate with self and your higher source or higher power. That's a beautiful thing, man. Do you know how a lot of people don't have the opportunity to connect with self? That's a real life thing. And here you come with your beautiful and handsome self, and you can. Come on, man. Yes, it's time for you to enrich your life. Metaphysical is here. Pluto represents Scorpio. Metaphysically can be spiritually the inner parts of you. You are changing and shifting parts of you that's going to enrich your life. Yes. Because you can. Because you say so. You can do it. You sure can. You sure can do it. Put your mind to it. No, but for real, you can. You sure can. Shoot. What else, boo? What else, Spirit? I call Spirit boo, you know. Me and Spirit, we chill like that. So I'm like, what up, boo? For real. Yeah, so we have autocrats, a person having or ruling with unlimited power. Beautiful. And you look either handsome or beautiful. Take it how it resonates. But look at you. Look at your glow. Man, stop playing. Let me get one more. Yeah, intuitive. This is Pluto, strong Pluto. Perceiving directly and immediately, looking to consider. You are intuitive of self. You could be a Capricorn. You're also ethereal. Okay. This is Uranus. I believe Uranus is ruled by Taurus. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that one. I don't know astrology yet. But you're not only intuitive, Pluto, Scorpio, Capricorn, Uranus. You ethereally feeling your intuitiveness or your nudges. Uranus is Aquarius. Thank you. Thank you. So Uranus is Aquarius. But I did mention Taurus, so you could be a Taurus. But take it how it resonates, okay? You are here to show up and show out in this world. That's what you are here for. No more sleeping on yourself. No more telling yourself that you can't do it. That's not true. You can. And you are. Yes, you are. You are here to thrive and not survive. Whatever your purpose is, get to your purpose and smash your purpose. Succeed at your purpose because that's what you are here for. You are purposely here to fulfill your purpose, to thrive in your purpose. If that makes sense, that's what you're here for. It's go time, it's show time. Do what you gotta do while they're in their hamster wheel and their little mind. We don't give a damn about that. Okay? All right, now make me proud. Not even me, make yourself proud. If you make yourself proud, you're gonna make me proud. Yeah. Meet yourself halfway, or hell, meet yourself wholesomely. Yeah. I'm already proud of you. You're here listening. That's one step. The next step is to actually do it. And then boom, you be like, dang, that's the collective. Oh yeah. Let me give y'all some flowers. Yeah, that's the collective. Yeah, you see them? Yeah, dang, they came a long way. Yeah, but they doing good, right? Yeah, girl. Yeah, come on now. Make yourself proud, boo. Period. We got Aries. You could be an Aries. They could be an Aries. We have Leo. You could be a Leo. They could be a Leo. However it resonates. Cancer. You could be a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. We have Virgo. You could be a Virgo. They could be a Virgo. However it resonates. We have Gemini. You could be a Gemini. They could be a Gemini. All right. Someone's name is Jameson. Or you could be drinking Jameson. Someone's a Sag. You could be a Sag. They could be a Sag. Okay, we have Libra. You could be a Libra. They could be a Libra. Somebody's buying new bras, or you're on the way to buy new bras. However it resonates. We have Aquarius. You could be, they could be. We have Pisces. Pisces. Gemini. Scorpio. Okay, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go out there, be freaking great. No more excuses. Come get this book. Come on now. Come get this book. Oh, I don't know how to move forward. Well, come get this book. It's on Amazon. Wisdom Beyond Wounds. Yes, shameless plug. Hey, y'all. I'm the author. Come get this book. Yes. And when you get the book, do the work. Do the work in the book. If you need more help, come see us. Come hang with us. Well, not hang, but come join us in the Wisdom Beyond Wounds group on Facebook. It's a self-paced space where I enter prompts or give you questions surrounding who you are, your identity, and it helps you to dive deep into who you are. Yes, the more you answer the prompts, the more you're going to learn more about you, boo. And I go very deep. That's my Scorpio mind, for real. My Mercury's in Scorpio, so I'm always diving deep in this shit. If you want to join us in the workshop, that workshop starts on March 8th to March 29th. It's for 4 weeks. Okay? Definitely make sure you get into that as well, too. That comes with the fee. All right? So thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. Thank you for all your shares, donations, your commentary, just you being here. It's a blessing. All right? Don't take your blessing for, don't take your blessing for granted. You are the blessing. And don't take yourself for granted. All right, love you guys. Stay safe. Happy Friday. If I don't come on tomorrow, happy Valentine's Day. I may come on, Lord, quick. But happy Valentine's Day if I don't come on tomorrow. And I'll see you guys when I see you the next time. All right, peace and love. Mwah. Thank you, TikTok. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, y'all. I love you guys. See ya.